Alright, so welcome to Adobe Visual Design. I'm going to be your teacher for this course. My name is Mr. Tripp. In this course, we are going to do a crash course at graphic design. We're going to look at Photoshop and Illustrator in the Adobe suite. To do this, you will need your Adobe ID, you will need access to Photoshop, you will need access to Illustrator. If you have that, then you've got everything you need. I don't believe in tests, I don't believe in quizzes, I don't believe in homework. I believe in project-based learning. So all I'm going to ask you to do is follow along with me. 50% of your grade is going to be classwork. That's whether you did it or didn't do it. It's 100% or 0%, complete or incomplete. Classwork is your day-to-day assignments. Did you do what I was asking? If you did, you've got 100. Projects are the other 50% of your grade. You're going to get about 2 or 3 of those a 6 weeks. Each one of those is going to count for a lot of points on your grade, 25 to 15 points each. I'm going to give you time to work on those projects. They're going to take multiple weeks. You need to be working on those in any extra time you have in this class. So if you finish a lesson early, you open up your project and you start working on it. That's the only way you're going to complete this class well. I give you enough time to complete your projects in class, but I only give you just enough time to complete your projects in class. So that means you have to work well. If you're having problems, if you're having issues, email me at trippd2@pit.k12.nc.us. I want to show you the canvas so you know a little bit about what we're going to be doing in this class. Let me shrink me down. So on Canvas, I have all of the information that you need. You can see we've got the basic breakdown of what the class is. You can see that we've got my rules that I have in my in-person classes, the versions of Illustrator or Photoshop that you need. There may be cause for you to actually download Photoshop or Illustrator. If you have to, make sure you're downloading the correct version. That will create a problem for this class. A little information about me and some materials you might want depending on what you're doing. On the right hand side, I have my late work policy. In order to get credit for an assignment, you have to turn it in within 7 days of the due date. After 7 days, it will shut down entirely. Pitt County Schools says I only have to give you 3. If you're 7 days late on an assignment, I will accept it. Now, projects are a little different. Projects need to be turned in on the day they are due. Otherwise, you will get a 0, and they will hurt your grade dramatically. Projects are large projects. They count heavily against your grade, so they will sink you. You do have the entire 6 weeks to turn in a project, but you only have 2 attempts on it. So turn it in on the due date. If I grade it and it looks rough, you can turn it in later for a regrade. However, I will not take those projects after these dates, so make sure that you're doing that. For instance, the first project's the promo poster. You have to turn that in no later than October 9th or you'll catch a 0. On this, I do have a couple of little assignments on the right. You can click on this, tell me how you're feeling today to let me know what's going on with you. I don't see you in person. I'd like to know more about you. Feel free to fill this out every day, any day, all the days you want to. There's one here that says gas up your teachers. I don't want videos for me, but if you want to make videos for some of your other teachers in school, you know teaching is hard, feel free to click on that, upload a video of you saying, "Thank you, Miss X, for being an awesome teacher and doing a great job. I really respect that." That'll help some of your teachers, and to be real, your teachers will be nicer to you if you do those videos. And then, if you want to let me know what drama's going on in the building, feel free. All right. On modules, I'm going to click on modules right here, and we're going to look at this. Every week in the weekly work section, you're going to have the breakdown of what I expect you to do this week. Notice the due dates underneath them and the points values. Some of the point values change. Most assignments in classwork are 20 points. Most projects are 100 points. If something's different than that, it might be important to look at. Underneath your classwork, you will have projects, and your projects will be wide and varied. There will be a large amount of them. I expect you to read through and pay attention and do your best. If you're doing weak work, I will grade it like weak work. Now, a lot of your lessons are going to look like this right here. There's going to be a basic breakdown of what it is, some shortcuts on the right, maybe some additional resources. There's an option for your worksheet right here and a video for you to watch. Now, if you're having any random issues with Photoshop, common issues right here is a good place to look. I've probably seen the issue that you have. I've probably made a little 1-minute video on how to fix it. If not, and you don't see it in common issues, Google it. I have to do it all the time. So, to download your worksheet, you'll click right here on Worksheet, and then you'll click Download that worksheet. All right? You see it pops up over here, it pops up over here. You can watch the video from there and do what it tells you to do. Turn in a screenshot at the end of the lesson. Screenshot is Shift-Command-3 on a Mac. That'll turn it right in for you. Now, let's say I have up here Workday. I want you to work on your project. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your projects. You're going to find the current project. Let me just jump into student view real quick here. There it is. So yours will look a little simpler. Jump into the projects. Look for the current project, such as Project Promo Poster. Click on it. Read through what I'm expecting. The goal of the project is to create a poster for an event that people pay to go to. What is a promotional poster? How do I select an event for it? It can be anything you want. What size is my file? What should I name it? What files do I need to turn in? That's all here under file information. What to turn in? I have a breakdown, exactly the buttons you click to turn this in. What are the main requirements? I need the name of the event, time, date, location, cost, contact information. What technique should I see? You should know what all of these are if you've been through my crash courses. Here are student examples that were made in my school with this project. You can do whatever you want. It's completely up to you. Pick what things interest you and turn those in. If you'll look at some of the other options, the Who Am I poster, all of these are illustrated and drawn out in Illustrator. The cool thing about this class is really you can do whatever you want to do. I'm going to give you very open design projects. I'm going to ask you to do very specific things with them. I will never grade you on how creative it is. I just don't do that. I'm going to grade you on whether you did the things I asked for. Do you have X amount of layer masks, X amount of blending modes? Do you have this done? Do you have the time on it, the date, the location, the cost? That's how I grade, all right? If you have issues with grades, email me. Let me know. I'll look into them as soon as I can or get back to you as quickly as I can. This is how you are successful in this class. Come in every day, check the modules, check the weekly work, look under today's link. Make sure you do what it says. If there's a red dot on the right of it, that means you haven't done it, right? If you have any additional time in this class, which you will, and there will be days when I just ask you to work, you are to work on your project during that time. Your project should look fantastic. This is starting to build a portfolio of work that you can show clients to say, hey, I know what I'm doing. I can make this for you. That's what I'm looking for. If you have any issues, email. Thank you so much. Keep doing awesome work. Keep being creative. Keep pushing your ideas. We will be just fine if you do all that. Thank you so much.